CLAPS and Ari Fletcher have already exchanged insults on Twitter after Ari's stupid attack on Chrisean. Everyone is aware that Chrisean does not tolerate foolishness, and she's sending Ari a clear message to stay in her own lane. People are taking wagers on who would emerge victorious in a fist fight between Ari and Chrisean. Oh, but if you think that's messy, word on the street is that Drake is expecting his second child with a Russian model, and it appears that he's high on the world from the child and the child from the world as well, since he supposedly forced the baby mama to sign an NDA. So is Drake ashamed of his children, or is something else occurring? CRISEANROCK and Ari Fletcher look to be engaged in a feud, which is the most bizarre turn of events ever because I never thought these two would connect. So it began when Ari liked a tweet that criticized Chrisean. The tweet read, "Can we please stop idolizing CRISEANROCK? I cannot believe how rude and disrespectful she was. Listen, initially if someone entered my home, threw a chair against my wall, and punched a hole in it, and told me to mend it, please be aware that I will be throwing hands with them. And they're gonna catch these hands, and that's just rude. I mean, we've gotta do something. We've gotta at least slapbox her, and don't even get me started on how she coughs directly over Kai's head." Did you notice the look on Kai's face? He was not having any of it. I think he did a tremendous job of remaining level-headed, because listen, it cannot have been me, but she was gonna grab these hands in a moment, and she punched a hole in this wall. However, Kai is a far better person than I am, as Chrisean's behavior on that stream was quite insulting. Chrisean has a great deal of promise, yet it is undeniable that she can be extremely difficult. She opted not to accept Ari's shade for liking the tweet, and she responded by asking if we can stop idolizing women who transition from Industry D to Industry D. Now I'm just minding my own business because folks don't even know me because I'm for real. But the thing is, we know the part of her that she chooses to share with the world. And if we're being honest, that part is not very good if she's not getting into crazy fights with Blueface and she's being messy or acting out. And it's just a lot. And also, I don't think that Ari was necessarily being nasty or shady towards Chrisean. I think that she was just as fed up as we all are with Chrisean's mess. But Ari isn't. Ari herself isn't exactly a model student either, and she notoriously is controversial, difficult, and unruly. I still can't get over how she says she likes it when her man pulls a pistol on her and how she laughed at domestic violence victims. So this is a case of the proper message being conveyed by the wrong messenger. But y'all, there were all sorts of hilarious responses. How Ari stated that Chrisean shouldn't be admired, they both shouldn't have the platform and supporters that they do, as one is a fool and the other is a thug. Chrisean is the internet's punching bag, and he believes we care about Ari's romantic history. Go fix up that guy while you're being remedial. Are we liking a tweet about her when 30,000 other people feel the same way? That's how you end up acting like a dog and a dog to the rest of the world. Put this leash aside entirely. And there's a debate on who would win in a physical fight between Ari and Chrisean, with one person claiming we've never seen Ari fight, but it looks like she can. We saw Chrisean in hands-on action, and we advise Ari to stick to faintly fighting Jada and Tana. And according to a second source, Ari will seriously annoy Chrisean, but proceed with caution. I do not know who will prevail if they fight, but I only know that they were live streaming since you're aware of how much people adore this show. But speaking of drama, maybe we discuss the Drake drama? For those of you who are unaware, Drake is reportedly expecting his second child with an unnamed Russian model. According to insiders, he's withholding the information until she gives birth and he can conduct a paternity test, whether the child is truly his or not. In addition, he apparently had her sign a 5-page NDA, which, I don't know about you, is quite bizarre. According to the source, it looks like Drake's legal team is handling the women's accusations seriously, as they're keeping her quiet and she signed an NDA, so she cannot really discuss anything. However, if it turns out to be true, I won't be really surprised because this is exactly how things transpired with his first child, Adonis. He kept it so low-key that we didn't even know he had a child until he got into that beat for Pusha T. And Pusha T let the cat out of the bag, high in the world from the kid, and the kid from the world. And then Drake hit us with the "I wasn't hiding myself in the world, I was hiding the world for my son." And he finally admitted that he had a son named Adonis. So it appears that this is the end of the story, repeating itself, and like I said, I'm not gonna be surprised if the reports are true. Someone remarked, "Why is he so ashamed of having children? Is it because he isn't married and doesn't love these women? Is he embarrassed by his own actions?" Another individual stated that most rappers have unwed children, but he would know better the second time around. And this other individual made me chuckle when they stated, "I see Drake received his first Nick Cannon starting pack in the mail. So listen up, will Drake ever accept this child, or will Pusha T have to make the news again?"